Good morning, everyone. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Today's another great day, and just going to get back into the Word in the King James Bible. It is the Word of God. The modern translations, you look into it, they're satanic deception. The ESV, NASB, RSV, NIV, all of them, they all come from corrupted Alexandrian line. So, anyway, we're going to continue where we left off. So, Numbers chapter 30. And Moses, laws regarding vows. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word, he shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. So basically, if someone makes a vow to God, they are to fulfill it, right? If a man makes a vow to God, he's to fulfill it. If a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold her, and her father shall hold his peace at her. Then all her vows shall stand, means she will fulfill them, or they will be valid and she can fulfill them. And every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul, shall not any of her vows or her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. And the Lord shall forgive her, because her father disallowed her. So basically, if her father hears her vows and allows her, she can fulfill those vows. And if her father does not allow her, or does not say anything to interfere, then she will be allowed to fulfill those vows. And if her father does say something and she's not allowed, it says God will forgive her for that. Vow of a married woman. And if she had at all an husband, when she vowed or uttered aught out of her lips, aught, O-U-G-H-T in this sense means anything. So if she uttered anything, whatever she uttered out of her lips, out of her mouth, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vows shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and the Lord shall forgive her. But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her. And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. Sorry, this part is on the section of the vow of a widow. I should have said that already. But if her husband hath utterly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceedeth out of her lips concerning her vows, or concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand. Her husband hath made them void, and the Lord shall forgive her. Every vow and every binding oath to afflict the soul, her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void. But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her from day to day, then he establisheth all her vows, which is established anyway, or all her bonds, which are upon her. He confirmeth them, basically he confirms them, because he held his peace at her in the day that he heard them. But if he shall anyways make them void after that he hath heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. These are the statutes which the Lord commanded Moses between a man and his wife, between the father and his daughter, being yet in her youth, in her father's house. Chapter 31. Israel's wars with the Midianites. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites, afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge the Lord of Midian. Of every tribe, 1,000 throughout all the tribes of Israel, shall ye send to the war. So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar the priest, to the war with the holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males. And they slew the kings of Midian beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi and Rechem, and Zur and Hur and Reba. 5 kings of Midian, Balaam also the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire. And they took all the spoil, and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives, and the prey, and the spoil unto Moses and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by Jordan, near Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest, and all the princes of the congregation, went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host. So Moses was angry. He was fuming, right? He was ticked off with them, with the captains over thousands and captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, Have ye saved all the women alive? He said, Have you allowed all the women to live? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor. And there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. So basically, the women of the Midianites came in and were seducing and drawing the men of Israel into sleeping with them. And they had committed sinful rebellion against God. And so there was consequences. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women, children, that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. And do ye abide without the camp 7 days, whosoever hath killed any person, and whosoever hath touched any slain. Purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. And purify all your raiment, which is your clothing, and all that is made of skins, and all work of goat's hair, and all things made of wood. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war, which went to the battle, This is the ordinance of the law, which the Lord commanded Moses. Only the gold and the silver, the brass, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that may abide the fire, ye shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of separation, and all that abideth not the fire ye shall make go through the water. And ye shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and ye shall be clean, and afterward ye shall come into the camp. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, take the sum of the prey that was taken both of man and of beast, thou and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation, and divide the prey into 2 parts, between them that took the war upon them, who went out to battle, and between all the congregation, and levy a tribute unto the Lord of the men of war, which went out to battle, 1 soul of 500, both of the persons, and of the beeves, and of the asses, and of the sheep. The beeves are some type of animal. I'm not exactly sure what kind of livestock it is. Take it of their half, and give it unto Eleazar the priest, for an heave offering of the Lord, and of the children of Israel's half. Thou shalt take 1 portion of 50 of the persons of the beeves, of the asses, and of the flocks of all manner of beasts, and give them unto the Levites, which keep the charge of the tabernacle of the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had caught, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep. So basically it's 675,000 sheep, and 12,000 beeves. So basically 1 score is 20, right? So 12,060 beeves, and 1,000 asses. Asses are donkeys, right? It's not a curse word in the original. The original meaning of donkey was the word ass, right? It was later on used as a derogatory term and swear word. And 32,000 persons in all of women that had not known man by lying with him. And the half which was the portion of them that went out to war was in number 300,000 and 30,000 and 500 sheep. And the Lord's tribute of the sheep was 615. So basically it's 675, right? And the beeves were 36,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 12. And the asses were 30,500, of which the Lord's tribute was 1. And the persons were 16,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 32 persons. And Moses gave the tribute, which was the Lord's heave offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses. And of the children of Israel's half, which Moses divided from the men that warred, now that the half that pertained unto the congregation was 300,000 and 30,000 and 7,500 sheep. That's basically 337,500, and 36,000 beeves, and 30,000 asses, and 500, and 16,000 persons, even of the children of Israel's half. Moses took 1 portion of 50, both of man and of beast, and gave them unto the Levites, which kept the charge of the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the officers which were over thousands of the host, the captains of thousands, and captains of hundreds, came near unto Moses, and they said unto Moses, the servants have taken the sum of the men of war which are under our charge, and there lacketh not one man of us. We have therefore brought an oblation for the Lord, what every man hath gotten of jewels of gold, chains, and bracelets, rings, earrings, and tablets, to make an atonement for our souls before the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of them, even all wrought jewels, wrought, W-R-O-U-G-H-T, wrought meaning all worked jewels or carved or designed, right? And all the gold of the offering that they offered up to the Lord of the captains of thousands and of the captains of hundreds was 16,750 shekels. For the men of war had taken spoil, every man for himself. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it into the tabernacle of the congregation for a memorial for the children of Israel before the Lord. Chapter 32. Reuben and Gad's inheritance. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle. And when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle, the children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses and to Eleazar the priest and unto the princes of the congregation, saying, Ataroth and Dibon and Jazer and Nimrah and Heshbon and Elealeh and Shebam and Nebo and Beon, even the country which the Lord smote before the congregation of Israel, is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle. Wherefore said they, If we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto thy servants for possession, and bring us not over Jordan. Basically, wherefore means like for this reason or why, right? So, why did they say, if we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto your servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan? And Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, Shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here? And wherefore discourage ye the heart of the children of Israel from going over into the land which the Lord hath given them? Thus did your fathers when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land. For when they went up unto the valley of Eshcol, and saw the land, they discouraged the heart of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land which the Lord had given them. And the Lord's anger was kindled the same time, and he sware, saying, Surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob. Basically, to swear is S-W-A-R-E is to be telling the truth or to make a promise. So basically, surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, or which I promised unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me. They have not sincerely or truly followed me. They have not been faithful. Save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord. So save here, S-A-V-E. Some parts of the Bible it's talking about save as in salvation, being saved from something. But here it's meaning accept. So he said none of those from 20 years and up that rebelled would see the land, right? Except Caleb the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord. It means they have wholeheartedly, fully, faithfully, truly followed God and believed his promises. Caleb came back with the spies, right? And he was like, no, we can do this. God is with us. We can go in there and conquer these people. And the other spies were like, no, we can't. There's giants in the land. You know, we seemed like grasshoppers in their eyes. We can't do this. So Joshua and Caleb were the only of that generation. They must have been probably about 20, I'm thinking, because at the time when God made the Israelites wander in the wilderness for 40 years as a consequence of disobedience, till that old first generation that God brought out of Egypt all died off. Because they believed not the Lord, right? They didn't believe God. They didn't hold to his promises. Caleb and Joshua did. They believed God and they followed him faithfully. And God blessed them and rewarded them for that. They were allowed to enter into the promised land. And the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years, until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Lord was consumed, basically until they had all died. And behold, ye are risen up in your father's stead an increase of sinful men, to augment yet the fierce anger of the Lord toward Israel. Basically saying, and this next generation, you've come up and you're basically just like your fathers, right? You know, you're an increase of sinful men, so you're even more so worse than your fathers. To augment yet, or basically to test or to try the fierce anger of the Lord toward Israel, right? So you're not believing God, and So basically, when you don't believe God, you're calling him a liar. For if ye turn away from after him, he will yet again leave them in the wilderness, and ye shall destroy all this people. Fight until the land is conquered. And they came near unto him and said, We will build sheepfolds here for our cattle, and cities for our little ones. But we ourselves will go ready, armed before the children of Israel, until we have brought them unto their place, and our little ones shall dwell in the fenced cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return unto our houses until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. For we will not inherit with them on yonder side Jordan or forward, because our inheritance is fallen to us on this side Jordan eastward. Moses lists conditions. And Moses said unto them, If ye will do this thing, if ye will go armed before the Lord to war, and will go all of you armed over the Jordan before the Lord, until he hath driven out his enemies from before him, and the land be subdued before the Lord, then afterward ye shall return and be guiltless before the Lord and before Israel, and this land shall be your possession before the Lord. But if ye will not so do so, behold, ye have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out. Build your cities for your little ones, and folds for your sheep, and do that which hath proceeded out of your mouth. So basically, Moses is saying, if you will do what you're going to say that you're going to do, then you'll be allowed to do this based on your promise, right? Based on your word that you will come and fight with Israel to take out the rest of Israel's enemies, God's enemies. And if you do that, you can come back here and inherit this land, and God will not hold it against you. Conditions are accepted. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spake unto Moses, saying, The servants will do as my Lord commandeth. Our little ones, our wives, our flocks, and all our cattle shall be there in the cities of Gilead. But thy servants will pass over, every man armed for war, before the Lord to battle, as my Lord saith. So concerning them, Moses commanded Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And Moses said unto them, If the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle before the Lord, and the land shall be subdued before you, then ye shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession. But if they will not pass over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, As the Lord hath said unto thy servants, so will we do. We will pass over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, that the possession of our inheritance on this side Jordan may be ours. So the Jordan is a river. Pretty sure you guys know that anyway. And Moses gave unto them, even to the children of Gad, and to the children of Reuben, and unto half the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, the land with the cities thereof in the coasts, even the cities of the country round about. And the children of Gad built Dibon, however you pronounce it, and Ataroth, and Aroer, and Atroth, Shophan, and Jaezer, and Jogbehah, and Beth Nimrah, and Beth Haran, fenced cities and folds for sheep. And the children of Reuben built Heshbon, and Elealeh, and Kiriathaim, and Nebo, and Baal-meon, their names being changed, and Shibmah, and gave other names unto the cities which they builded. And the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead, and took it, and dispossessed the Amorite which was in it. And Moses gave Gilead unto Machir, son of Manasseh, and he dwelt therein. And Jair, the son of Manasseh, went and took the small towns thereof, and called them Havoth Jair. And Nobah went and took Kenath and the villages thereof, and called it Nobah, after his own name. Chapter 33. These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies, under the hand of Moses and Aaron, And Moses wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of the Lord. And these are their journeys according to their goings out. And they departed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month, on the morrow after the Passover. The children of Israel went out with an high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. And the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which the Lord had smitten among them, upon their gods. Also the Lord executed judgments. So gods meaning little g, right? False gods, idols. Even like could be, demons. People worship demons back then. People are worshiping demons now. It's messed up. Look at Hollywood movies. That's demonic. And the children of Israel removed from Ramses and pitched in Succoth. And they departed from Succoth and pitched in Etham, which is in the edge of the wilderness. And they removed from Etham and turned again unto Pi-hahiroth, which is before Baal-zephon. And they pitched from before Migdol. And they departed from before Pi-hahiroth and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness, and went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham, and pitched in Merah. And they removed from Merah and came unto Elim. And in Elim were 12 fountains of water, and 70 palm trees. And they pitched there. Basically, they camped there. And they removed from Elim and encamped by the Red Sea. And they removed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dophkah. And they departed from Dophkah and encamped in Alush. And they removed from Alush and encamped at Rephidim, where was no water for the people to drink. And they departed from Rephidim and pitched in the wilderness of Sinai. And they removed from the desert of Sinai and pitched at Kibroth Hattaavah. And they departed from Kibroth Hattaavah and encamped at Hazeroth. And they departed from Hazeroth and pitched in Rithmah. And they departed from Rithmah and pitched at Rimmon Perez. And they departed from Rimmon Perez and pitched in Libnah. And they removed from Libnah and pitched at Risa. And they journeyed from Risa and pitched in Kehelath. Kehelatha. And they went from Kehelatha and pitched in Mount Shapher. And they removed from Mount Shapher and encamped in Heradah. And they removed from Heradah and pitched in Machaloth. And they removed from Machaloth and encamped at Tahath. And they departed from Tahath and pitched at Terah. And they removed from Terah and pitched in Mithkah. And they went from Mithkah and pitched in Hashmonah. And they departed from Hashmonah and encamped at Moseroth. And they departed from Moseroth and pitched in Beni Jaakan. And they removed from Beni Jaakan and encamped at Hor Haggidgad. And they went from Hor Haggidgad and pitched in Jotbathah. And they removed from Jotbathah and encamped at Ebronah. And they departed from Ebronah and encamped at Ezion-Geber. And they removed from Ezion-Geber and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh and pitched in Mount Hor in the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up into Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord and died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt in the first day of the 5th month. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Hor. And King Arad, the Canaanite which dwelt in the south, in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmonah. And they departed from Zalmonah and pitched in Punon. And they departed from Punon and pitched in Oboth. And they departed from Oboth and pitched in Iji-Abarim, in the border of Moab. And they departed from Iim and pitched in Dibon Gad. And they removed from Dibon Gad and encamped in Almon Diblathaim. And they removed from Almon Diblathaim and pitched in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo. And they departed from the mountains of Abarim and pitched in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. And they pitched by Jordan from Beth Jesimoth even unto Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. So basically, this part here is that I've been reading is all a recap, right? It's records of wilderness journeys, yeah. So it's a recap from them leaving Egypt through them wandering in the wilderness, coming to the promised land. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye are passed over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their molten images, and quite pluck down all their high places. And ye shall dispossess the inhabitants of the land, and shall dwell therein, for I have given you the land to possess it. And ye shall divide the land by lot for an inheritance among your families, and to the more ye shall give the more inheritance, and to the fewer ye shall give the less inheritance. It means the more people there is, you're going to need a bigger inheritance to distribute, right? And the less people, less of an inheritance to distribute. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where his lot falleth, according to the tribes of your fathers ye shall inherit. But if ye will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which ye let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein ye dwell. Basically, if you allow them to live, they're going to cause problems for you. Moreover, it shall come to pass that I shall do unto you as I thought to do unto them. And God will bring consequences for disobedience. Chapter 34. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall unto you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan with the coasts thereof. Then your south quarter shall be from the wilderness of Zin, along by the coast of Edom, and your south border shall be the outmost coast of the salt sea eastward. And your border shall turn from the south to the ascent of Akrabim, and pass on to Zin. And the going forth thereof shall be from the south to Kadesh Barnea, and shall go on to Hazar Adar, and pass on to Asmon. And the border shall fetch a compass from Asmon unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out of it shall be at the sea. So basically, the border shall fetch a compass. Basically means the border shall stretch from Asmon unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out of it, right? So it's going to be a huge border. And as for the western border, ye shall have the great sea for a border. This shall be your west border, and this shall be your north border. From the great sea ye shall point out for you Mount Hor, H-O-R. From Mount Hor ye shall point out your border unto the entrance of Hamath, and the goings forth of the border shall be to Zedad. And the borders shall go on to Ziphron, and the goings out of it shall be at Hazar Enan. This shall be your north border. And ye shall point out your east border from Hazar Enan to Shepham. And the coast shall go down from Shepham to Riblah, on the east side of Ain. And the border shall descend and shall reach onto the side of the sea of Kinnereth, eastward. And the border shall go down to Jordan, and the goings out of it shall be at the salt sea. This shall be your land, with the coasts thereof round about. And Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, This is the land which ye shall inherit by lot, which the Lord commanded to give unto the 9 tribes and to the half tribe. For the tribe of the children of Reuben, according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad, according to the house of their fathers, have received their inheritance, and half the tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance. The 2 tribes and the half tribe have received their inheritance on this side of Jordan, near Jericho, eastward toward the sun rising. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, These are the names of the men which shall divide the land unto you, Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. And ye shall take one prince of every tribe to divide the land by inheritance. And the names of the men are these: of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; and of the tribe of the children of Simeon, Shemuel the son of Ammihud; of the tribe of Benjamin, Elidad the son of Kislon; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Dan, Bukai the son of Jogli; the prince of the children of Joseph for the prince of the children of Joseph for the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Haniel the son of Ephod; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel the son of Shiftan; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Elizaphan the son of Parnak; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Issachar, Paltiel the son of Azan; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Asher, Ahihud the son of Shalomai; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedahel the son of Ammihud. These are they whom the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance unto the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. God bless you guys. God loves you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day. God bless.